Alright, so I'm back with another Nintendo Switch 2 gaming accessory, and so if you haven't known, the Nintendo Switch 2 has been released as of June 5th, 2025, and a lot of my videos for the last few weeks have been about the Nintendo Switch 2, and more importantly, their accessories. And the accessory we're going to be reviewing today is going to be the Nintendo Switch 2 i-Blason case. Let's go ahead and unbox it, install it, and check and see if it's the case for you. Alright, so here we have the i-Blason case, and first and foremost, I want to just call out the design of the box. If you could have like silk on a box, that's kind of how the box feels. It actually feels really, really good. I really don't know how to describe it, but the box is like smooth. And then you can see the splatter of the gold paint on the box here, and it just kind of gives a different flavor to this particular manufacturer. I am actually really digging it because of the fact that it gives a little bit of an artistic value to it. Anyways, let's go ahead and get inside to this box here. Let's go ahead and open up the little box tongue there and then pull out the contents. So let's see what else is in here. So nothing else in the box. And so here we have the rugged hybrid protective case, again from i-Blason. Here you can see that kind of turtle shell. We'll talk about that here in a little bit. And then you can actually see like the installation, how to install it, how to remove it, and then also how to remove the Joy-Cons, as well as the kind of functionality of what I'm going to continue to call the turtle shell on the back. We then have some extended warranty information from i-Blason, and again, just kind of standard packaging. Now let's go ahead and pull out the i-Blason case here from the soft plastic, and let's go ahead and turn around. We have a little bit of some foam stuff. I do like how i-Blason gave like this theme of their case. They started off with a black box and then a black foam, and then overall their case is nice and black and stealth. So first and foremost, again, let's just call out the attention to detail for this particular case is the fact that this is all just very, very well designed. Everything is symmetrical. All of the kind of ergonomic grips for the Joy-Cons, the black turtle shell thing that I've been talking about, the black TPU on the back, as well as the inside, everything is just precisely made and really, really qualitative. On the interior side of the case, again, here we have those wings for the Joy-Cons. I guess I'm just combining all types of animals into this case. So we have the Joy-Con wings. They do open up. They have a little bit of a screw mechanism there. So that way, whenever you do have the Switch inputted into the case, all you have to do is pop open the Joy-Con wing, and then you can actually pull the Joy-Con out. I'll demonstrate that here for you in a moment. But overall, this is a hard plastic in the back. It's not flexible by any means. The bottom has precise cutouts for the USB-C as well as the fan. At the top here, you have some TPU plastic rubberized buttons for the power button as well as the volume rockers. And then you have very precise cutouts for the 3.5mm headphone jack as well as the card slot or the game card slot. And then obviously we have the sync button. Now let's actually talk about this turtle shell, which is kind of the most unique feature of this case. And that's going to be the fact that, again, it's a turtle shell, but it actually opens up. So once we open it up, you get to see the back portion of the case. Again, all of the attention to detail, and you can actually see here that there is no kickstand availability. Y'all know how I feel about that, but this turtle shell is actually able to be opened at an angle for it to pretty much replace the need of you having to use your built-in kickstand on your Switch 2. And so if you are going to be using the turtle shell here as a dedicated kickstand, you can see that you can open it at pretty much any angle that you want, and then it's going to imitate as if you're going to be using the Nintendo Switch kickstand. So that's pretty cool. But on the inside of the turtle shell, you can see these little slots here, and you guessed it, that's where you're going to be able to put 5 game cartridges for your Nintendo Switch 2. And so this kind of outline here is actually a little bit more texturized or rubberized, I guess you could say. It's not hard plastic. The section that is holding your game cartridges is hard plastic, but the section right here that's kind of like the surface value of it is a little bit more kind of soft rubberized plastic, so that way it doesn't damage your actual case on the back end. And as you look at the turtle shell here, I just want to, again, call attention to the attention to detail. You can see the symmetry here. And then I do want to say that this section right here, this main section, is nice and smooth. It kind of reminds me of like the box. Now let's go and put the Nintendo Switch 2 in there and see if it's difficult to use the Switch and to see if it is truly dockable in the Nintendo Switch 2's docking station. So here I have my Nintendo Switch 2, and let's go ahead and place it in bottom first, so like this. And then let's go ahead and place the top portion there. Again, making sure that you're getting everything aligned. And then let's do a good little push there. You hear a little bit of a snap. That snap doesn't actually break anything. It's actually just the TPU gripping the top portion of the Nintendo Switch. And so once we have that snap there, we then have the Joy-Con wings that I've been speaking about. Here you can see, again, they are going to be able to be open and you can pull your Joy-Con out. But let's go ahead and attach the Joy-Con grip to each of the sides here, so that way we can then see how it feels. So right off the bat, as you put the case on, you're gonna notice two things. One is the fact that these grips are extremely comfortable. They are TPU, but they are also somewhat like a soft rubbery plastic as well. It's not just hard plastic. This part right here is actually hard plastic. However, it's actually very smooth and nice to the touch. And then you have these kind of gripped rib textures on the back end of the ergonomic grip. And these again are going to be a mixture of soft and hard plastics. And it really does give you some good gripability. The same thing could be said to be true for the counterpart side of the Joy-Con. So again, you have hard plastic, though it is smooth, and then you have that ergonomic grip right here that fits into your palm, and then you have these kind of rib textures over here. So that's the first thing you're going to feel, is the fact that this is a very, very comfortable design. It feels really good. Now, the second thing you're going to identify with this particular case as you put it on is that the weight of your Nintendo Switch 2 is significantly heavier now, because the case is actually inherently very protective, but also because you have this kind of turtle shell on the back end. So this turtle shell is actually not magnetized in any way. So this is all plastic. There's no metal except for obviously kind of like the pins there. So whenever you close this, it's going to snap closed. So eventually this mechanism will get kind of worn out, and maybe this turtle shell is going to become a little bit more floppy and loose. But as it stands, as it's brand new, you can see that it's nice and snappy. And then again, you can open it at pretty much any angle. When I was watching other YouTubers review this, I was not a big fan of the fact that I had this whole big chunk of plastic on the back end of my Switch, because I was thinking that it would be heavier. And yes, the case does make the Nintendo Switch 2 a little bit more heavier, but overall, it does provide features. Now, if this turtle shell was here just to be here, then I definitely wouldn't like this. But the turtle shell, again, kind of has three things for it. Again, it's used as a kickstand. It does house your game cartridges, and then it just provides overall protection with some kind of cool looking design there. With the fact that it has this kind of exterior shell on it, I was also concerned that it was going to add to the kind of chunkiness of the Nintendo Switch. And actually it doesn't. So if you look at it like that, the Joy-Con trigger buttons are actually still sticking out a little bit further than the actual turtle shell. For those of you who want an actual practical comparison of the size, here is the Nintendo Switch 2 with the kind of turtle shell there. And here is an iPhone 15 Pro Max. So now the iPhone 15 Pro Max is inherently a very thin phone, but you can see here that the actual turtle shell here doesn't actually add too much of a kind of chunky design for the Nintendo Switch. And a secondary practical item is here's a Samsung TV remote, and then you can see here that it's not going to be adding too much to the bulk of the actual Nintendo Switch 2. Now, all that to say is the fact that this does make your Nintendo Switch 2 heavier, but because of the ergonomic design on the Joy-Cons, it actually makes it bearable. So let's go and put some game cartridges inside of the turtle shell here, so that way we can see if it's difficult or if it's easy to put some cartridges in there. Just gonna slide it in just like that, and it's literally that simple. Here we have Zelda Breath of the Wild. And again, you just kind of slide it in, and it's super simple. There's no wiggle whenever you actually put your game cartridges in there, so they are nice and secure. Here's Diablo 3, and here is this is a memory card. Here is Super Smash Brothers. And again, you can put 5 game cartridges in here, and then you can actually still have 1 game cartridge still inside of your Nintendo Switch. So bing, bang, boom. Nice and super secure. I am actually super in love with the fact that I can have my game cartridges and then actually still have 1 game in the chamber, for lack of better words. To take out the games from the actual turtle shell section, all you have to do is just kind of pinch it and pull it up. There you go. and it's that simple. So again, all you have to do in order to pull your game cartridge out is just put your finger behind the game cartridge and then pull up, because you don't necessarily have to slide the game card in. You can actually plug it in if you wanted. It really just depends, regardless of the fact it's not going to be damaging your game cartridges. So now let's actually try out the Joy-Con section here. All right, so here we have the Joy-Con wing, and let's go ahead and pop it off. Many of you have asked me on previous videos for Nintendo Switch 2 cases if I think that these kind of like removal of the Joy-Con section will eventually damage your Nintendo Switch 2. Again, it's a little bit too early to tell, but the inside of this particular case is nice and soft. There isn't any type of hard plastics in there. Everything in here is probably going to keep your Nintendo Switch 2 safe. But again, after wear and tear and kind of just like using this on your Switch 2 over and over again, it's bound to happen anyways. But again, let's go ahead and open up this particular section there. Let's press on our little magnets release button there and then pull it off. And there we go. So it's so simple to do that. And then this Joy-Con wing mechanism here does have a little bit of tension there, so that way it's not just flapping around. Let's do the other side now. There we go, nice and simple. So this is actually really good for me, because I was actually dreading some of those cases where I would have to take off the entire case so that way I can remove the Joy-Cons. This, again, I can keep my Nintendo Switch mostly protected and then still remove my Joy-Cons. Now that we have our Joy-Cons disconnected, let's go ahead and try out tabletop mode. So here we have the back portion, again, the turtle shell, and then we just open it up like that, and let's just put it at an angle. So that is actually really cool. And I really like the fact that you can use this at different angles. Now the top-down view here is not going to be able to do it justice, so I will put some B-roll in here. But ultimately, this case is really cool because of the fact that you have your little turtle shell there, you have a whole bunch of games inside, and then you can use this as a kickstand for your Nintendo Switch, while still being able to use your Joy-Con wings and detach your Joy-Cons really simply. Now to put the Joy-Cons back in, pretty simple again. Let's just open up the Joy-Con wing, put our Joy-Con in, and snap the Joy-Con grip on. And then same thing for the blue side. We have our Joy-Con, snap it in, snap the grip in, and you are done. So basically, the only portions that are not protected with this i-Blason case is going to be the front portions of your Joy-Cons and the corner of your Joy-Cons. Everything else is going to be protected, especially on the back portion. Hopefully by now you have a tempered glass screen protector on your Nintendo Switch 2 screen, so hopefully that's not something you have to worry about. Okay, so now that we've kind of looked at the installation, the unboxing, and the overall review of this case, we have to put it through one more test, and that's going to be, does it fit in the Nintendo Switch 2 dock? So inherently, because you have this big turtle shell on the back of the case, it's not going to fit. You can actually see like this that it's just not going to happen. So please don't let that deter you, because of the fact that you can actually open up this turtle shell and then you can actually place it into the Nintendo Switch 2 case. So, and then you can kind of clamp it down like that. So that way you have kind of like a Nintendo Switch 2 sandwich. And so I do want to say that this is definitely unorthodox, because of the fact that, I mean, typically whenever you have your Switch 2 docked, there's not this thing in the background hanging out. But I mean, if this is going to be sitting up on your fireplace mantle or your entertainment system or whatever, hopefully you have a dedicated spot for your Nintendo Switch 2 docking station. So long as this kind of turtle case portion is uninterrupted, meaning that it can kind of like sit open like this, or maybe it can sit closed like that, as long as there isn't something that's hitting the case here that's preventing the Switch to actually fully dock, you should be 100% good to go. Now, one thing that I'm concerned about is the fact that if this turtle shell is so big, will it fit into various cases like the Tomtoc case and other things? And the answer is probably no. I actually let my girlfriend borrow my Tomtoc slim carrying case, so I can't test that out for you all. But this is actually going to be somewhat of a showstopper for trying to slot your Nintendo Switch 2 into a slim carrying case. You'll probably need a carrying case that's either like a sling bag or potentially even one of those larger carrying cases. Okay, so what do you think of the i-Blason case for the Nintendo Switch 2? There's a lot to love about this case. I had to admit, when I first purchased it, and also when I first saw it on another YouTube channel, I was kind of thinking to myself, why the heck do I need that kind of turtle shell thing on the back of my Switch? And now I know it's actually not too bad. The case isn't without its flaws. There are some things that I do like about it, and then there's some things that I don't like about it. And so I think honestly this case is worth the money, especially for the price. I'll put the link in the description box below. But overall, I do like the flexibility of this case. It's definitely different. I think the best feature for me is the fact that it has like that Joy-Con wings, so that way I can just open up the Joy-Con section, the kind of grip area, and pull or detach the Joy-Cons whenever I need to. And I can do all that without having to actually remove the case. The case does provide ample protection. I mean, it literally has what I call a turtle shell on the back side of it, but the turtle shell is actually functional because not only is it there for added protection, but it can be used as a kickstand. You all know how I feel about these cases and not having kickstand support. And then also the fact that you can still have all that protection and it still be dockable. So as a person who was highly critical of this case before I had purchased it, I think it might be my favorite case amongst all of the other cases that I've been using already. Let me know in the comments below if you think you're going to be picking up this i-Blason case now that you've seen it. If you like this video, make sure to hit that like button down below, and if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit subscribe so that way you can see my other content for the Nintendo Switch and technology in general. I'm starting to get into the rhythm of how to do giveaways for this channel, so make sure you hit that bell notification so that way if you are the winner of one of the accessories in my videos, I can at you or mention you, and then also kind of ping you in a YouTube community post so that way you can claim your new giveaway. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.